Zafar ji, thank you so much for speaking to us. First up, your reaction to these amendments. What do you think is the intention behind this kind of a change in the functioning of the Waqf board?
See, I have not gone through any, the present, the amendment which the government has come up with. But these changes have been happening because I know there was an amendment in 1995, then there was an amendment in 2013, and maybe now. And now, because today this bill has been put up for the Joint Parliamentary Committee, so they will decide and they will, consult, and that will happen. But one thing, the, all Waqf boards always. I mean, in the country we have almost 30 Waqf boards. Every state has a Waqf board. Now, Waqf boards are always directly under the control of the government. Members of Waqf board, they are totally appointed by the government of the state. The chairman of Waqf board is appointed by the state. In fact, the person who controls Waqf board, the CEO, is always an IAS officer. So he's a Government of India nominee. In fact, all the apex of all these Waqf boards is the Central Waqf Council, which is in Delhi, which is directly under the Government of India. The chairman of Waqf Council is appointed by the government. The members of Waqf Council are again appointed by the government. So government control was always there. I mean, all these Waqf boards, they are part of the Ministry of Law of the state. So they are always reporting, or they are totally controlled by the government. So I don't think there is anything much in that, because they were always controlled. But my problem is not about that. You know, the Waqf or Awqaf, as we say, this was when the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he migrated from Mecca to Medina, the first migration. When he went to Medina, the first two organizations or institutions which he had set up was, first was Awqaf, which is Waqf, and Baitul Mal. And why was it needed? That we need to have a corpus, maybe an asset, and through this corpus, or by the earning of this corpus, we can take care of widow, divorcee, orphans, the poor, the downtrodden, the underprivileged. So this was always there. And over a period of time, like in India, for example, we have these Waqf properties across the board, across the country. What was the main idea? First, Waqf, it can never be sold. You cannot sell Waqf property ever. It is, they say, it is for God, for the path of God. It is gifted to God. And what is the major? Why it is Waqf? The job of that Waqf, or the people who control that, is again what? To take care of orphans, to take care of widows, to take care of divorcees, to take care of downtrodden, the poor, the underprivileged. And had we Muslims managed these Waqf property in a proper way, then I don't think we would have had any problem. Forget about Muslims. Even the non-Muslims would have been, they also would have benefited enormously. So the problem is not Waqf board. The problem is mismanagement of Waqf assets.